Good YouTube, Quinn Wade coming to you with that instant basketball analysis, on analysis playground on YouTube, exclusively on there. We're gonna talk about the Spurs win again, 145 to 120 against the Houston Rockets. The Spurs win the season series 3-1. They don't play again at least they unless they meet in the playoffs. Spurs are now 47-17 and 24-6. That's really good at home. And the Houston Rockets are 39-24 and 18-16 on the road. San Antonio lost the first quarter 33-32. They won the second quarter 37-24. The third quarter 41-37, and the fourth quarter 35-26. A dominant game, a statement game for the Spurs. They was playing no games with the Rockets, but they still did have a little fun beating them throughout this one. Kevin Wayne Durant was held under 25 and 30 in this one. 33 minutes, 23 points. He went 7 to 12 from the field, 1 to 3 from the 3-point line, 8 to 9 from the free throw line. The Spurs did have trouble staying in front of him. They had trouble guarding him cleanly, but he still showed that he can get the shots he wants whenever he wants, and he did a good job of knocking them down in this one. He had 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 turnover, and 2 blocks. And you like to see him putting, extra effort on the defensive end when he can. He had 1 offensive board, 1 personal foul, was a minus 12, and plus minus. Jabari Smith Jr., 31 minutes, 17 points. He went 5 of 8 from the field. He can hit the mid-range. He can drive a little bit. And he can also knock down a 3 if it's open. And he went 1 or 2 from 3, hit some nice ones in the game, even in the fourth quarter. But the game still got away from them. 6 to 7 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, no turnovers, 1 offensive board, 3 personal fouls, and a minus 24. And plus minus for him. Tari Eason, 20 minutes. He ended up being the only guy in the starting lineup to not score in double figures in points. He finished with 2 points. He went 1 of 6 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3. It sucks to only make 1 shot throughout the entire game, but that's just how it ended up going for him. 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 2 offensive rebounds, 4 personal fouls, and a minus 20 and plus minus. And then Şengün, the turnovers was a problem again today. He had 5 of them. That's too many. Other than that, he missed 1 3 and went 7 to 12 from the field. Took his time trying to score, took his time trying to get position to do it. Took the shots that he felt like he can make. Some he missed, most he made tonight. And he didn't rebound as well as he normally does, but it's been a good team effort from a rebounding standpoint since, Steven Adams went down. It's just not Şengün grabbing every board in the paint. It's everybody chipping in. Şengün did have 2 offensive boards. 4 personal was a minus 28 and plus minus. Amen Thomason played 36 minutes. That ended up being the most on the team. He had 23 points, just like KD. That was tied for the most in the game for the Rockets players. He went 8 of 15 from the field. He missed his only 3 and went 7 of 8 from the free throw line. He's getting harder and harder to guard. He's really taking a step up offensively for the Rockets, with him knowing how to attack the basket and knowing how to score and even get the whistle. So, the thing you have to love about it is that he knows how to get his and is working at a high level against basically any type of defender. And then he's also always trying to find his teammates as well and not just trying to be a guy that's just saying, I'm going to take the shot as much as I can. He's doing both. He's keeping a good balance of knowing when to pass and knowing when to take a shot. He had 7 rebounds as well. You need that rebounding as a fundamental thing you have to do to win games as a team. He also had 1 steal, 2 offensive boards, 4 personal fouls, and was a minus 12 and plus minus. Jeff Green showing that he can still hoop a little bit. 4 minutes for him, 7 points. He also went 2 or 3 from the field and 1 or 2 from 3 and 2 or 2 from the free line to get it. No turnovers, no personal fouls, and a minus 5 and plus minus. Dorian Finney-Smith, 21 minutes. He had 8 points. He went 3 or 4 from the field, 2 or 3 from the 3-point line. He can score, especially if you leave him wide open or give him a good look. And he was able to do that tonight. 8 points is a lot for a person that doesn't touch the ball as much. He did have 2 rebounds and 3 assists, kept the ball moving, made the right passes, and trusted his teammates, when they got the ball in their hands after he got rid of it. No turnovers, two personal fouls, and a -9 and plus minus. Isaiah Crawford, 4 minutes. He didn't do anything at all, but finished as a -5 and plus minus. And then Clint Capella, 14 minutes, 2 points, 1 of 3 from the field, three rebounds, which was tied for the most off the bench, one assist. He had one turnover and one steal. He also had one offensive board and a +10 and plus minus. Long as he's rebounding and making plays at the rim, you're happy with what he does. At this point in his career, Aaron Holiday airballed a three. He also finished 0 of 3 from the 3-point line and 2 of 7 from the field. He's capable of scoring better. He just hasn't been able to put it together yet. It sucks because he is a guy that has a lot of potential when he gets on the court. He just hasn't been able to be consistent with scoring or setting up plays with the basketball yet. 101 from the free throw line, no personal fouls, a minus no zero, a -5 and plus minus zero turnovers for Aaron Holiday. Josh Okogie, he took two shots, he missed both, and one of them was a three. He had no turnovers, so he did get a steal, no personal fouls, and was a -6 and plus minus. And then Reed Shepard played 35 minutes on the bench. He also had 17 points, which was the most points off the bench as well. He went 6 of 15 from the field and 3 of 10 from three, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. I know he probably wants some of them threes back because they needed them to make the game even more competitive. He just couldn't make them in this one. He just missed his 2 pointers as well. He had 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 turnovers, 1 steal, 1 block. Filled up the stat sheet. Not anything that he didn't do really tonight, but get an offensive board. Other than that, you just like the fact that he's going out there trying to get open. He's trying to take shots he feel like he can make, and he's playing unselfish basketball and making plays on the ball defensively. And he's been bringing it, basically every game, trying to do those things, and I give him that. Four personal fouls and a -9 and plus minus. And then the San Antonio Spurs. Julian Champagnie, they needed his 3-point shooting and his spacing. He delivered on that. 11 points, 3 of 6 from three. He also made a two, went 4 of 7 from the field. 5 rebounds, 4 assists, no turnover, 2 steals and a block. 2 offensive rebounds, no personal foul, and a +29. And plus minus, Victor Wembanyama, 30 minutes. He had 29 points. It ended up being the most on the team. And he was able to splash in threes and make some ridiculous plays with scoring, whether it was getting a rebound and finishing around the rim, getting and ones, not avoiding physicality or touching, or just using that height and that length to his full advantage. He's a tough guy to prepare for. You think you got it figured out. You think you know what you want to do, and then he just comes out and show you, you forgot about this, you forgot about that. I can do this and I can do that too. 9 of 13 for the field, 2 of 5 from three, 9 of 10 from the free throw line. He didn't get a double double though. He only had 8 rebounds. He did get an assist, and he had 2 steals and 4 blocks. The best defender in the league, without a doubt. One offensive rebound, one personal foul, and a +27 and plus minus. De'Aaron Fox, 32 minutes, 20 points, 9 of 15 from the field, 1 of 4 from three, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 10 assists. That's a double double for him. He's been really good at that the last couple games of using that speed and quickness and just getting rid of the ball early, or just making sure the setup goes the way he plans it. And if it doesn't, he can just get his own shot. And that's why he's been a tough cover for the last couple years. 2 offensive rebounds, 2 turnovers, 4 personal fouls, 1 offensive rebound, and a +17 and plus minus. Devin Vassell, 30 minutes. He was the only starter for the Spurs not to score in double figures. He finished with 5 points. He went 0 of 6 from the field, 0 of 3 from the 3-point line, but he still scored because he went 5 of 6 from the free throw line. When you rely on a jump shot, it can come and go because it's a tough shot. He's been doing a good job, though, throughout the last couple months. So one bad game out of a couple ain't that something to be mad over, especially when you ended up winning in blowout fashion anyway. 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 1 block, 1 personal foul, and a +24 and plus minus. Stephon Castle, 26 minutes, 23 points, 7 of 13 from the field, 3 of 4 from three, 6 of 7 from the free throw line. Did a good job of getting to the paint, did a good job of hitting his outside shots too, while still finding his teammates throughout the game with those 5 assists, while only messing up 2 times when it comes to turnovers. He did also have 3 rebounds. He also did have one offensive. He had 5 personal fouls, and that means he almost fouled out, so he couldn't play as many minutes as he needed to. But his teammates stepped up anyway when he went to the bench, so it ended up working out for the Spurs anyway. But he was a plus 19 and plus minus at the end of the game. Kelly Olynyk, 4 minutes, 3 points. He made a three. That was the only shot that he took. So he finished with 3 points. He did have an assist, no turnover, no personal foul. Was a plus five. And plus minus, Lindy Waters, 4 minutes, 3 points. He ended up making a three. He had 2 assists, no turnovers, no personal fouls. It was a plus five and plus minus. Kel Dunn Johnson attacks the basket real well. And if you leave him open or give him too much space, he's letting that three ball fly. 4 of 7 from three, 8 of 13 from the field, 20 points, the most off the bench. Nobody's complaining because they needed that, and he delivered. 1 rebound, 2 assists, no turnovers, 1 offensive rebound, 4 personal fouls, and was a plus two. And plus minus, Carter Bryant, 13 minutes, 7 points, 2 of 5 from the field, 2 of 4 from three, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, no turnovers, 2 personal fouls, and a minus five and plus minus. And Bismack Biyombo, he played 4 minutes, didn't score, but he did get a rebound and a turnover, and the personal foul was a plus five and plus minus. Big net, Luke Cornett, 14 minutes, 2 points, 101 from the field. He scored. He also had 3 assists and a rebound, and then that was it for his night. Besides getting 4 personal fouls, which is crazy, in 14 minutes, but a lot of them was just ticky tack crazy fouls, and it was a way to keep him off the court basically. A minus seven and plus minus for him. Jordan McLaughlin, 4 minutes, 3 points. He made a three. He had a rebound and an assist and no turnovers, no personal fouls. And was a plus five and plus minus. And then Dylan Harper, he really stepped up and had one of his better games this season. 26 minutes, 19 points. He went 8 of 12 from the field, 3 of 4 from three, 2 rebounds, 6 assists, good passing, good decision making, good poise, and just being able to get the shots you want and take the open looks that you get. And then it feels so good when you knock them down. 1 turnover, 4 personal fouls, and a minus one and plus minus. 88 field goals taken by the Spurs, 58%. 87 taken by the Rockets, 48%. 43 taken by the Spurs, 52%. 28 taken by the Rockets, 29%. 27 free throws taken by the Spurs, 81%. 32 taken by the Rockets, they shot 88%. 32 rebounds for the Spurs, 37 for the Rockets. 38 assists for the Spurs, 25 for the Rockets. 7 turnovers, which is really good for the Spurs. Only 12 for the Rockets, which ain't half that bad. And then 4 steals for the Spurs, 5 for the Rockets, 6 blocks for the Spurs, 5 for the Rockets. 6 offensive rebounds for the Spurs, 8 for the Rockets. And then 26 defensive rebounds for the Spurs, 29 for the Rockets. 26 for the Spurs, 23 for the Rockets when it comes to personal fouls. And it was a really, really good game for the Spurs. They really dominated this one, really said we're not playing around with the Rockets. We respect them as a good team, but we're better. So let's go out there and show it. Let's go out there and prove it. And they really impressed me again. The wins they've been having these last 2 months shows you that they should be qualified as a contender. It ain't something that's new. A lot of people been feeling it like that for a while. And I'm looking at it and saying they're really good on both ends of the court. And they do have another level that they can still possibly get to. And that should be enough possibly to get them to a championship. If they won a championship this year, I would not be surprised. I also would say if they lost in the second round or the conference finals, I wouldn't be surprised either because it's just that difficult and just that tough to come out of the West. Other than that, they're better than every team in the East. So if they got to the finals, I can definitely see them winning it all. But it's going to be that tough to do it, especially, if other teams like Denver and OKC gets healthy. They're not going to make it easy for the Spurs. They're going to make it difficult. But the thing you have to love about the Spurs, they want that. They want your best. They want you to push them. They want to show that they can get it done, just like they showed in this game and the other ones before this one. And that's what you have to love about a team. They're young, they're hungry, and they're going out there and showing what they can do. And you have to feel them for that. Comment, like, subscribe, share. Hit that notification bell to get that analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today, hopefully with more analysis.